everyone. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Anyway, just going to talk about, continue to talk more about the personality types and how they show their love to their loved ones. And I think it's just going to be a very quick video, and I'm just going to focus on one, and it's the ISFJs. Now, the ISFJs are so reliable, so dutiful, warm-hearted people. And like the ESFJs, they are very hospitable. If they have a friend over or a family member that comes over, they're made sure that their family member or their friend is comfortable in their home. They're just like ESFJs. It just comes naturally to them, to be a host, and to have a few people over. Now, with ISFJs, how they show their love to their marriage mate is they're going to, they're going to, I think they have no problem sharing their feelings. I mean, they're a feeling type. They have extroverted feeling second. So they're going to say that, that they love their spouse, and just being that dutiful wife, that wife you can depend on, you can rely on. ISFJs are very responsible people. You can always, and their mates, they know that they can rely on the ISFJ. ISFJs, they can really show love to their mates, and they show it in a practical way. I mean, they do say that they love their mates, but they can also do it in a practical way. If their husband comes home from work and their back is sore or their feet, the ISFJ will give their mate a nice massage, to kind of loosen things up, loosen all the tension. Maybe it was a very stressful day for their mate, and so to give them a nice massage, on around their neck or their shoulders. And ISFJs, they would love to do that. It's in a way it's showing affection, but helping their mate, to this massage, they're helping everything, with their mate's back, to kind of loosen up and their mate, just feels so much better, like the ESFJs. If their mate is kind of, has had a rough day, and they mention that to the ISFJ, and the ISFJ is just like the ESFJs, they are going to make their, mate, a special dinner, and a special dessert, that their mate loves. And so yeah, that is something that will that will kind of brighten things up with their mate, who's had a rough day and needs something positive and needs that kind of love. And the ISFJs, they show their love in practical ways. They if their mate needs something from the store, the ISFJ will go and get a grocery store to get something that and the ISFJ will do that. Go and get what their spouse, you know, to give it to them. You know, it's something, you know, their spouse needs to use or something. ISFJs, they kind of have a kind of a sweet, nice, warm personality type. And they're just like the ESFJs. They are in tune with their marriage mate. With their FE being second, ISFJs can pick up, you know, how their mate is feeling. And they can kind of gauge from there. And, you know, just, yeah, like I said, if they've had a rough day, the ISFJ is, you know, going to ask them, you know, so how was your day? You know, did you have a good day? And their mate will tell them that they've had a rough day, and so the ISFJ, yeah, you know, maybe they'll, like they've massaged their marriage mate's back, maybe they'll rub their feet, you know, and makes their spouse feel a lot better, you know, just showing that they care in such practical ways. And for ISFJs, it's pretty hard for them to really get angry, you know, and that's the same thing also with the ESFJs. You know, they just, they kind of just put their feelings aside, you know, the stuff they're going through. Maybe deep inside, you know, they're maybe dealing with something inside, but they're not going to tell their husband, their spouse. You know, they deal with it in their own way, in practical ways. But they really focus. They're people focused, just like ESFJs, because they have FE. So they're very in tune with their mate's feelings, you know, how they feel about things and all that stuff. You know, another good thing, you know, the ISFJ, you know, cleans up the whole place, you know, and makes it look so nice and presentable. And I think any mate, you know, when they come home and they see such a spotless, clean place, organized, because ISFJs love organizing, so, and they love to make their environment, like, you know, it's like a person can come home and their home is like their solace. And so that's the same thing. ISFJs, they're very organized. They always want, you know, they make sure their place is clean and presentable, and just they make their place, you know, a place for solace. You know, if their mate comes home and has had a rough day and they see this clean, spotless place, you know, a place they can come home to and just, you know, relax, you know, recharge their battery, and, you know, who doesn't love coming home to a clean place and everything organized? And the ISFJ is the one that, you know, they always make sure that their place is clean, you know, and tidy and organized, you know, so that you can see things and you're not tripping over anything, you know, everything is in its place. That's another way that ISFJs can show their mate, you know, that they love them, you know, to make their place, you know, a place of solace, a place where their, mate can come home and just relax, and the ISFJ, wants to help their husband be in a better mood. And the ISFJ, maybe they're gonna say something funny, mention a joke, and try to uplift their mate out of this kind of bad mood or a rough day kind of mood. And they can do that. They're such warm people. They're dutiful, they're loyal. I'd have to say loyalty is very important for ISFJs. Their loyalty to their mate, their loyalty to their family and to their friends, and so they have so many good qualities, and you can really, their spouse, they can really rely on the ISFJ. All right, I'm just going to do this one. The next one, I will do probably maybe one or two. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy your afternoon. And I'm going to say goodbye.